everybody, how are you? I am excited to show you this. Okay, I've done a lot of decoupage, okay, but this that I saw I thought was adorable. And the one I saw it from is Country Outback Crafts. And she was decoupaging, but she was decoupaging with a flame. At first I thought, what? Okay. And as I was watching her, I thought, okay, that's cool. So she has a channel. If you don't know who she is, it's Country Outback Crafts. So go check her out. So what I'm going to use today, I was going to do this anyway, but I was just going to decoupage it the way I normally would, and that would be to put on the Mod Podge and get some napkins and start decoupaging with them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this welcome sign, and then I'm going to paint it so whatever napkins I use, you're not going to see this hot pink through it. And this is from the Dollar Tree. And they also have some really pretty, quite large actually, at Hobby Lobby. And my inspiration for this came from, and I'll show you in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and paint all the petals just this ivory, just to cover the hot pink. And then I'll pick out, because I have so many, a lot of these were from Carolyn from Mommy Rambling. She gave me so many, and others were from other people that watch my channel that are subscribers, sent me some. So I'm going to pick out the ones that I want for these particular petals, and once I have them picked out, I'll be back. Here is my inspiration. And you can find this in the Mackenzie Child catalog if you want to buy it. Okay, so here's the little flower. And I'm sure these are huge because Mackenzie Child, her stuff is big. So that is what I'm going to do with this. So you need your, whatever you're going to be decoupaging on. For me, paint, because I'm going to paint over this, Mod Podge, and napkins, and your lighter, because we are going to burn. This is going to be fun. Okay, I think I picked out the napkins I want to use. I'm going to do two different ones because I bought two of these. Okay, so this first one, I'm going to use my Mackenzie Child napkin that I've ordered, and this was gifted to me from a subscriber. Isn't that pretty? This one, and these two are a little bit different, so I'm going to put a lot of bees into this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, and I'll just put it to music, is I'm going to paint if you don't have access to the metal flowers, don't worry about it. Get a brown paper bag and get a leaf or a petal pattern from Google. You can go on Google to free patterns and then make your own. All you'll do is come in and with one round piece, I've done it before, cardstock, something stiff, like chipboard even, and then go ahead and glue your petals on, and then come in with your second row and go in between, so you're alternating, and then the same with your last. So you can do this even if you don't have a metal flower. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in. See, they spray painted this, you can tell. And you could spray paint this to save time. Today it's kind of misting out, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'm just pulling up all of my leaves carefully because this is from the Dollar Tree, and the chances of it, you know, snapping off could be a great possibility. So I'm just opening it up, which I think is prettier anyway to display it than flat against one another. It's much more dimensional. Spray paint would cover it very fast. And I wouldn't be opposed to doing it, except like I said, the weather right now. So there's your first coat. I'm going to do it one more time, let this dry, paint again, and then we'll come back in and start figuring out where we want our napkin. Okay, so now I have it covered the way I want it. So when those napkins go on, you're not going to see any of that hot pink. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry really good, then we're going to come back and we're going to start putting on the napkins. You guys wait till you see this method. I loved it when I saw it, and I know you will too. Okay, the flower is painted and dried, and now let's decide how we're going to cut these napkins. And I've decided on the bee thing, like I said, I'm going to add a little bit of these butterflies and some of the Courtly Check. These are from Mackenzie Child, these napkins. These are not, but okay. All right, let's see. I want the bee to be on it for sure. Kind of want to place them where I want to put it. Let's see, what part do I want? Because I want these bees showing. Because these are small petals, I got to kind of figure out what I want where. If you had a bigger flower, obviously, you'd have more of a picture, so I got to kind of be selective on how I do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these, decide what part I want on the petals, and then I'll come back before we put them on. Okay, I cut out the petals, and what I did is I just made a template. I traced around the biggest petal and made a template, and then I saved a couple to show you because you're not going to want to watch the whole thing. This is the template, nothing wonderful, just a piece of the napkin. And then I'm going to come in, probably in here, because that's going to go on that part. Okay, and took a piece of the napkin and what I could fit best, because like I said, these petals are small. If you had one of the big flowers, like maybe from Hobby Lobby, you'd be able to use a lot more of your napkin. But these are small little petals. So I got the best I could get out of it. Okay. That's going to go on this small one. So now it's just a matter of putting the patterns, I'm going to keep that over for the other one, to put them where you think they're going to look good. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. Let's see if I've got enough. I may have to cut a few more, and that's no big deal. And I'm using more of the bee theme, and I tried to keep the colors kind of alike. Not completely. I wanted a pop of this, which is a Mackenzie Child pattern. Wanted that in there too. But guys, I can't wait for you to see the actual how you do this with a flame. And I wanted a little bit of this saying. I'm also taking off any ply. Most of these are 2-ply, these napkins. And sometimes they're kind of hard. And this is why I painted it. Had I not painted this, that pink would have showed through. Alright, so this one I'm going to cut down a little bit. I'm going to take my Mod Podge. When I saw Country Outback Crafts do it, she used a glue stick. But then I've seen another person, I don't remember who it was because it wasn't the one that I first saw this from, but she used Mod Podge on hers. And so that's what I'm going to do. And you want to get it completely covered, because when you cover it with the glue stick or the Mod Podge, when you go to burn the napkin, it's not going to burn off. The napkin. It's just going to burn the edges. You guys, this is crazy. Okay, it's crazy. When I saw it, I went, you've got to be kidding me. So I'm just going to make sure that's all secured down. Okay, I'm going to secure that down. Okay, you ready? But let's see. Ready? You guys, is that crazy or what? I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. I'm going to take with my fan brush and take off the soot. And what I like about it, it has a dark edge, which is so cool. You guys, look at this. Look at how perfect that is. Is this crazy? You guys, it's nuts. Okay, I'm going to go over here, and on this side, I think I'm going to do this one. I'm in with our Mod Podge. This is the fun part, because then you just get to mix and match. It's almost kind of like a flower quilt on a flower. Okay. Okay, let's make sure it's down. And again, making sure that you have the whole petal covered in either your glue stick or your Mod Podge. Okay? Forgive the noise. Someone across the street is doing work, but I have to get this video made. So, ready? Come in with your little paper for your soot. I really like the dark around the edges, because a lot of times, you know, you'll come in with I just want to get this part back here. You'll come in with some ink sometimes, right? If you want to darken the edges, well, this, it's just your natural darkening because of the soot. And I just want to get this piece off. Okay, so I have my two here. Now I'm just going to put you to music and do the rest. I'll go over the top. And you're going to do this in sections, okay? And try when you, well, it's up to you. I mean, you can just put whatever you want. But I'm trying to kind of match on both sides as we go. Okay, so this is where I've gotten, guys. And I'm lifting these. This is what's nice about the metal. Now, if you don't have the metal, like I said, if you do it with chipboard or brown paper bag, whatever, you're going to put your first pieces down onto the chipboard, your petals, and work on those first and then do your next layer, because you're not going to have where it's going to be that easy to move like it is with these metal petals, okay? All right, so I have this piece ready. This is so much fun, you guys. I love this concept. It really is fun. Making sure that it's all on the petal and I have enough Mod Podge. And see how it never touches the actual petal that has the Mod Podge? Isn't that crazy? I really like this technique. But make sure you have some water by you just in the event, you know, that anything would catch. I'll be back. And look how pretty. Look at each of those petals. I love this way of decoupaging. Guys, remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.